It was like August 2017 when I saw the video of Kaelin jumping on the trampoline and everything. I thought it was interesting, and she was like giving this offer, like the trainer and everything. I thought, okay. So I just started following her on Facebook at that point, and you know, just trying to find out more about her and stuff. And meanwhile, you know, I was driving a truck full time. I was driving 3,000 miles a week, and well, before I go into that, how I actually I was unhappy with myself. I mean, the speaker this morning really resonated with me when she talked about how she tried so hard to have a child. Me and my husband, we tried for like 4 years and nothing happened. And I was a truck driver still then, and so I was driving a lot. So it's kind of hard too, because you're gone. But at that time, I was like gone for like 2-3 weeks to a month at a time. So we just happened to get pregnant one time, and then I didn't really know anything about pregnancy, and at the same time I was trying to lose weight while I was pregnant, because I had lost about 40 to 50 pounds in the truck by basically eating nothing. So I actually lost the baby at 24 weeks while I was on the road in Arkansas, and my husband, he was in Wisconsin, so 1,000 miles away, and so he had come down and get me and my child, who didn't make it because this was like a backwoods clinic where I had her, and after that I was really emotionally eating. I had lost a bunch of weight, and everyone was saying how good I looked and everything, and after I lost my daughter, I started emotionally eating and just being real depressed and obsessed about getting pregnant again. So I came off the road after that for a while, drove a school bus, and was really trying to get pregnant again because I thought that would make me happy. And I finally did get pregnant again after almost a year and a half. And I was overjoyed. I wasn't thinking about weight loss and everything at that time when I was trying to get pregnant. But when I had her, all the pictures and everything, I would feel self-conscious because I had gained back all the weight plus like more. I was in probably the 220s at that point. So I wasn't in very many pictures with her, and because I didn't like the way I looked. I felt awful about myself, even though I was overjoyed to have her. And then I had my son. She was almost 2 when I had him, and my weight was way up there. It went up to about 235. And again, I wasn't in a lot of pictures. And I started driving a truck again when my son was 2. And at that point, it kind of was like the thing where you're on the road and you can't really eat, you can't exercise. Even though I was a member of the gym, it was all very limited. I didn't know what to do with the gym. I was always on the cardio machines. I never touched the dumbbells. I never went to the cable machines or really the strength machines. And I thought, losing weight was like spending hours and hours at the gym on the cardio machines, because that's the way I lost it last time.
This is all awesome, Grace. I love everything you told me, and I let you just share it, because you told me you were kind of shy, and then just told me your whole story. So I just let you tell me because I wanted to hear it. So that was like awesome, because clearly you found, all I did was ask you how you found LadyBoss, and you were like, this is it, right? Like, this is what I've been through, Millie. And I love that. So you obviously have 2 kids now.
Mm-hmm.
They're healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and you look healthy. So you found it on an ad, and like, when did you start working the program? Like, when did you start using the tools? Like, how did you start? Did you start with me? Did you start working out, or just eating better? What did you start?
Well, I was really interested in getting the actual trainer, and I never really spent money on myself at all. Even like buying food for myself on the road, it was usually just bringing the leftover pizza with me on the road. I didn't go out to the fast food restaurants, or if I did eat, I'd use the free points that you get for fueling at truck stops, which was usually hot dogs. But anyway, I finally made the decision to get the trainer on my birthday, because I was like, okay, that's an excuse. This is something I want, and I'll get it for my birthday. So that's like kind of justified when I would get it. And so went through all the Fit 101 videos, and it was like really eye-opening for me, because I never thought about like lifting weights, or learned everything about the trainer.
Started with the trainer.
Yes.
It sounds like you started watching a lot of videos to really gain like the
Knowledge.
trust, and like the gut, like feel like, oh, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And then did you do it all? Did you start with food and fitness?
I started with fitness. I actually upgraded my gym membership to Black Card, so I could go to any gym that I wanted. Found gyms on the road that could handle a semi-truck, and I would stop there right at the end of my route and work out for 2 hours, because you're allowed 2 hours, and then go to sleep at the truck stop. So it was like the trainer was like showing me the efficient way I could do it in like a condensed amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, okay. So you started working out, and obviously you took it, like you like went for it. You like seriously like were committed at some point. So what was the moment that everything changed for you, do you think, from being like not eating and thinking that something else is going to make you happy, to like feeling like, wow, like this is, I see this changing? Like, what do you think the moment was that you noticed it changed?
Well, let me think. It was kind of a gradual process. Like, I was getting more confidence in myself, and I didn't really share a whole lot of my journey in the beginning, because I was like, what if it doesn't work for me? What if I fail at this? I don't want to be embarrassed. But then as things started happening, I started losing weight, and I was like, wow, this is actually working. And so then I started sharing more, and I went to LadyBoss Live last year in 2018. I was VIP. I was so like excited to meet Kaelin and everything. And then after I went home, after being on that high, I kind of crashed a little bit, because my schedule changed and I couldn't make it to the gym a whole lot anymore. And that's when I kind of decided, after joining the 28-day challenge, I was like, how can I work out even if I can't get to the gym hardly at all anymore? So I was like, oh, what can I do instead? So I was like, okay, well, I need some motivation. And that's when I decided I needed to go live in the truck working out. So to give me some accountability and maybe help me inspire other people, which would actually make me feel good about myself. So
that makes me so, like, I almost started to cry when you told me that, because at first you're like just saying all the reasons why you couldn't do anything, and then I like see this journey unfold of you like exercising in your truck and like finding gyms that you can park it at, and like just finding that way. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome, Grace. And so obviously there's challenges, like we all have challenges, and I'm sure when you like started the fitness and then even the food aspect at some point, you've probably faced challenges too. Like maybe you have fears. Maybe you thought what your husband would think of you working out all the time, or we have things we have to face on the way. So what was conflicts for you that you encountered when you were taking control of your health?
Conflicts. I mean, I don't really know about conflicts between me and my family. My husband was totally supportive. He actually cooks my meals for me to take on the road. So even though he kind of works now and he can't do that all the time, it's kind of like an adjustment to get my own food ready and prepped. I can now do it myself, but he still helps, and he's in full support of what I do. But I think the biggest challenge for me is because I'm extremely introverted. It's really hard for me to open up to people, especially in huge groups. Yeah. It's like craziness for me. So
going to LadyBoss Live obviously was a big deal.
Yeah, trying to step out of my shell is a huge deal for me.
Well, and this is off topic, but I want to tell you that being an introvert is not a bad thing. That's amazing. Some of the most intelligent, most successful people in the world are introverts. So that's a good quality. It means you process things differently. You think before you act, and you just have a different personality than someone that is outgoing and acts fast and makes embarrassing themselves.
Yeah, my husband is I kind of overthink though too.
Yeah, I want you to take being an introvert as a positive thing, not a bad thing, because it's a great quality actually. And so then, what goals have you achieved, Grace, since you became a lady boss?
A lot. I mean, this and that.
Say it. I want you to say it loud and proud.
I'm an angel, and I'm Lady Boss of the Month.
Right, you are.
And that was kind of unimaginable to me. I was like, I don't know. It's like, I don't even understand why it was.
You should, because you're unique and special, and you rise above. You rose to the occasion, right? So, way to go, Grace. That's freaking awesome, girl. It's amazing for me to just you telling me you're so shy and stuff, but you're sitting here wearing the Lady Boss of the Month shirt and the angel hat. I don't know if you're that shy, Grace. That's pretty cool.
It's better one-on-one. It's much better one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
Another goal of mine is to kind of show other truck drivers that they can live more healthier lifestyles, even though all the challenges that they face with the food and stuff. If you take small steps, anything is a victory. So even small steps, if you take a small step, one day you'll be here, and you were right here, and then one day you're right here, even though if it was
Right. That's a great way to put it. And I just love so much that you would exercise in your semi-truck. Definitely, that doesn't sound glamorous, but you got the job done. So how much weight did you lose, Grace?
To date, I would say about 62 pounds. I went from 225-ish, I want to say, because it was up and down. I didn't really know. But before I came to LadyBoss Live, I was 159. So.
Wow. Congratulations. So what are your goals right now?
To continue doing what I do, just, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. Goals, do you want to lose more weight? Do you want to inspire the truck driving community? Do you want
yes,
to have more kids? What's next for you?
Well, my husband wants to have more kids. I don't know how that would work for me, but I know if I do want more kids, it would have to be soon. Because, probably only a good 7 years yet, but
do you feel confident in your health and body that you would be able to have?
Oh yeah. I feel like the I can rock it.
You're rocking it, girl. I see those muscles.
I love the fact that I can go to the store and buy whatever I want. I love myself in pictures with my kids. That's really important to me. You know, stuff like that.
So cool, Grace. I love it so much. Well, okay. So this is your moment to think for a minute about all of those women out there that want to have a baby, but they're not healthy, or have every excuse in the book, like they're on the road, no time, they can't park at the gym, whatever it is. I want you to think about what they need to hear from you.
Just do it. Whatever you can do is a victory. If you can just only drink water, like if you're so busy and there's not enough time to eat, you can drink more water at least. You can make a little bit more healthier choices if you like are eating your foods. You can make a little bit more healthier choice. You know, whatever you do is a win.
Yeah. The little small things add up, right? So what is your most favorite part about being a lady boss?
The community, meeting all the ladies. You know, I think, you know, joining the community and seeing everyone in the community posting and sharing their stories is pretty amazing, and all the ladies are amazing, and they inspire me, and they inspire me to keep going, and you know, they face their obstacles and they show how they overcome those obstacles, and that's probably the best part about LadyBoss.
Sounds like that it showed you what is possible for you, right?
Yes, you know, I was like, when I first started, I was like, I don't know if this would work for me. And in the meantime, I met a bunch of other ladies who are kind of on the same journey as what I was going through, and they've been like, they've become my best friends in the whole world. And I'm a very shy person, and outside of my family, there's no one around me really that I can like be friends with. So, because you know, I live a solitary life a lot of time.
Friends now, right?
Yes.
So, all right. Well, you just became a LadyBoss Angel, right? Have you been a LadyBoss Angel for a little while? You just became one.
Just became one.
Okay.
Right before.
Congratulations, you deserve it. So that's kind of a big deal. Like, what does that mean to you? What do you think being an angel in the community means to you?
To help others, to inspire them, to help them do what I can show them what they can do. They can do the impossible. What they think is impossible, they can do it themselves. And because, you know, when I first started, I looked up to all the angels that were in the community. They were like the huge, like, superstars and inspiration for me, and they like inspired me to keep going. So I know that I want to do the same for others.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now you're the superstar, Grace. That's freaking awesome, right?